Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down for the offense. Give to Brown. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back, cat-like quickness?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Hampton. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moving away from pressure. He'll let one go down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable, and you dang right. We're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow. They got the flag. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll call for the fair catch here. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level.
Okay.
You're going to get great offense.
Can you do it? Nobody behind him?
Inside the 20.
Free.
And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Ohio
They couldn't
State.
bring him down.
And I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
All right.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the
Hey.
25.
Oh. I thought you was other guys. All right. Well, that sucked.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
All right. Touchdown right here.
Brown has it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Hampton. Moves away.
I don't think he's open.
Pressure.
Slide.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
It's a touchdown right here.
There on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air.
Circle.
Sweet
Nope.
feet keeping the play alive. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball
Got
at
jammed
the
up
47.
on that guy.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just started rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 35, he's loose.
Wow.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
Give to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well.
Come on.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a
Cheating.
hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive...
Fires one high. And
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on.
And they couldn't make the connection on the second shot.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
After the incompletion, it's
Back
2nd
Joe
and
team.
10 from their own 25.
Tuna.
Quarterback checking off. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hampton. Unloads it left.
Oh, come on.
Paying off the tip drill. He had it in his
Those in front of you. You might need to go
Oh, man,
something
the
short.
quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll try the run. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Can't find his man.
Make magic on the scramble.
A shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Field goal is good.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, Northern Illinois 6.
The Huskies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Looking for room, it's Henderson. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Wants to throw. It's Howard. He makes the connection. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's.
Who do you trust the most?
It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you
Hit him.
mixed up out wide,
Oh.
and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You're a mute.
Man, a nice
In the phone.
second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get to the ground. You want many guys swarming with the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down.
They going for it. Yeah, yeah.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get
What?
the ball back for its own great field position.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Hampton. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. They will score.
There you go.
Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I think sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Direct snap. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good.
2-point conversion is good.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It leads to second down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. No, he just flat ran over it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
Come on, Phil. You got this.
Trying to pick up a first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. At the 45 on his way. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game.
Stop him.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short-yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
Well, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. And they did not secure the football. It bounces out of bounds. It is a touchback and a turnover. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Give to Brown. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go with a direct snap. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Barnes.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation.
Yeah.
That's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute game.
Come on, Phil.
They tried to go smash mouth.
You just got to get in line.
Short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
He's got to get the foot going.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Oh, God. Okay.
And he's got 3 on the board.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot, puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, it's Howard. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires it into traffic and it's picked off. And a great way for this defense
You like that?
to finish off this game as
That's clutch.
time has expired.
Yeah, I like that.
That's clutch in the car. Clutch. Even with the worst
I don't
teams.
know.
Clutch.
What a fun one. These
I don't know.
guys
It wasn't looking too good. Man.
as the winner.
They didn't care. They were
Man.
Never let them see you sweat. That's all you gotta do. Never let them see you sweat.
They were looking to come in and get the W and execute.
Man.
Great job.
That's how you gotta play every game, even the finals.
And knock them off.
Never let them see you sweat.
But this team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience.
He kept it close on that one.
This game, and what a great job going
You're supposed to when you ain't got an underpowered team. But end of the day, we won.
So that's going to do it for us.
Yeah, you won. Good shit.
I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has
You
been
look like
another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Ugh.